So with New Mexit, we are, we are still just standing in the fight against a lot of the things that we're watching happening in New Mexico. New Mexico stands for New Mexicans exiting the Democrat Party. So we've been democratically held, and many people have heard me say this statement. We've been democratically held for almost 100 years. And we've been told our whole lives that Democrats are for the poor. But when you look at a state like New Mexico, we've been held for 100 years, yet we're still poor. We're still last, right? We're still last in everything good. So, we're just still busy getting that message out there, educating people, really trying to get the community to get involved in every single aspect of what it means to change around how our government operates, because they obviously don't operate for the people. They don't work for the people.
I would agree entirely. So what is the ultimate goal here? I mean, I understand that you're talking about the New Mexico, but and getting the government to work more for the people, but it hasn't happened yet. So what would be the ultimate goal here? What's the end game?
Well, the ultimate goal with New Mexico and with our organization is that I'm looking for those people in counties and in the communities that are ready to be leaders. We need to show up in every aspect. We need to show up at the school sessions to make sure that our kids are not being indoctrinated or being pushed for grooming. We need to show up, and we need to stand up for all of that. We need to show up to special sessions that matter, like when this Secretary of State wanted to make amendments to our election laws. We need to show up to the churches. We need to get tables out there. We need to show up, and the churches are really slacking, and become registrars and get people registered to vote. The community really the people need to really get involved. And so I'm looking actively for leaders in every county that are ready to be those community leaders that are planning and leading the way to all of that. We have to know who we're voting for. We have to show up to, we feel that there's a lot of discrepancies and issues in our election. I mean, there's shenanigans going on. So the people need to stand up, and they need to go and question our county clerks, our commissioners. They have taken all of them have taken an oath. Our sheriffs, all of them have taken an oath to protect the laws, to protect the land, to protect the people, our Constitution, and none of that is happening. And, the people need to wake up, and we know that we are the majority. We are in power, the fourth branch. So, it's really getting the people motivated to do more, to get up and stand up more. And that means that we have to get involved in everything. We have to find the grassroots candidates that are literally the right people for the job, and making sure that we are getting behind to those candidates that are ready to make a difference in the state. And really, it's just getting the people to stand up. We can't do this by ourselves.
All right, so if someone wants to find out more about the organization or wants to help, how do they go about getting that information?
Well, you can look, if you Google hashtag New Mexit, NEWMEXIT, it'll take you to every single platform. And you want to, follow all of them: Twitter, TikTok, talking Facebook, Instagram, because that's when, that's where we're going to be posting, and we're getting things ready now. Election year is almost here, so just make sure you're following us. We're going to be asking for community leaders to start stepping up and start organizing, so that the people, start getting involved.
Melinda, do you have any comments with regards to the Democratic Party of Otero County and the infighting that is, making headlines all over the place?
Are you talking about in the sense of what happened with Coy Griffin, or in?
More specifically, I'm speaking about Matt Griselius.
Well, I mean, it's very rare that you see the Democrats infighting. Usually they stick together more than what the Republican Party does. But, I know that there are a lot of moderate Democrats out there that are literally waking up and starting to push back against what they're watching, coming from the governor's position down. And so when we need all those moderate Democrats to stand up. Just every New Mexican, I don't care what position you're in within government, I don't care what what you do, if you know that our state is not being ran properly, that the government has really grown too big. It's overreach. We have the governor there that brings in the CCP. We've got China in and out of our state. We just had Biden there. So, what's happening is that in a way, it is good. We want to see those moderate Democrats start standing up for the people. And we have to bind together. We have to work together as New Mexicans. We have to come together as New Mexicans and push back. Our culture is, being destroyed. We are literally a state that is full of rich of minerals that every New Mexican should be living like kings and queens. That's how rich in minerals our state is. But instead, we are highest in poverty. We're number one for most federal funds. Most of our 21 Native American tribes live in socialism already, pure poverty. We have too many rural areas where it's poverty stricken. And that's because we have allowed this government to grow too big. So I really hope that those moderate Democrats continue to reach across the aisle and continue to fight back and stand with the people.
All right, Melinda. Well, thank you very much for spending a few minutes with us. And we wish you the best of luck with your organization, New Mexit. Google it up and check out the details. And hopefully we hear from you very soon so we can keep the people informed as to the goings-on.
Absolutely. Thanks, Anthony. I really appreciate the time.
All right. Take care.
Take care.